Hey guys, welcome. In this video, I'm going to go through the speaking final questions for the Spanish 2 final, which will consist of questions from lessons 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the Descubre Uno, or the Spanish 1 book, and then also some questions from the Descubre Tu Chapter 1 book. What I'll do is I'll go through each question, tell you what it's asking, and then give you a possible answer for that question. Right here at the top of this document, which I will put a link to in the description of the video, there is a Quizlet set that I've created that has all of these questions on it, and it looks just like this in that the Quizlet set has the questions and no answer, so you need to add your own answer to that question. So if you go that route, make sure you make a copy of that. You'll probably have to be signed in the Quizlet to do that, and you can add your answers to it. Or if you want to, you could just open this doc, make a copy of it, and then type in your own answers and do it that way if you want to. So let's take a look here. So just for some directions for you, you're going to be randomly assigned 2 questions from each of the lessons below, and then another student in the class will ask you those questions while I grade your responses, and you'll be graded on if your answer is comprehensible, meaning I understand what you're saying. You have good pronunciation, doesn't have to be perfect, and then you have accurate grammar. So even if your grammar's off, you could still get a 2 out of 3 for a question, but there's no reason to have it off if you listen to the video and study your flashcards. So let's take a look here. Okay, so let's get started with lesson 6. First question, ¿Qué sabes hacer bien? Means what do you know how to do well? So you're going to say, yo sé, and then you're going to put a verb after it. So like let's say for me, I want to say, I know how to speak Spanish well. Yo sé hablar español bien. Whatever verb you put after that sé, make sure you don't change it. So if you know how to play something really well, yo sé jugar al baloncesto, yo sé correr, maybe you're really good at running, yo sé whatever. So put a verb after it and don't change it. The next question, ¿A quién conoces en la clase de español? Is who do you know in Spanish class? So we're going to say, yo conozco a, and then a person's name. So it could be mi profesor, it could be Rosalinda, a person's name, whatever. Question 3, ¿Qué le das a tu amigo por su cumpleaños? Means, what do you give your friend for his birthday? So you're going to say, yo le doy, because that le is to him. That's an indirect object pronoun. Una camiseta. Maybe you give him a t-shirt. Yo le doy una camiseta. Could be anything. Dinero, whatever. Un videojuego, a video game. ¿Qué comiste hoy? What did you eat today? So it's pretty simple. We're just going to say yo comí and then put the food item after it that you ate. ¿Con quién hablaste hoy? Was with whom did you speak today? So we're going to say yo hablé con and put a person there. And the last one, ¿Te gusta esta pregunta? Is do you like this question? So you're going to say sí, or if you want to say no, you'd say no, no. And then me gusta esta pregunta. And the reason I put this question here is because the esta is a demonstrative adjective, and we learned those earlier in the school year. Okay, so for lesson 7, ¿Qué haces primero por la mañana? Is what do you do first in the morning? I want you to use a reflexive verb in this question. So those are the verbs like levantarse, ducharse, despertarse, all those morning routine verbs. So maybe I wake up first. You could say me despierto primero. Or maybe you want to say I get up first, me levanto, because you're a sleepwalker, whatever, something like that. ¿Qué haces después de ducharte? Is what do you do after showering? So I'm just going to say después de ducharme, yo me seco, I dry off. Or maybe yo me pongo la ropa, I put on the clothing, something like that. I'm going to delete that because I could just say yo me visto for I get dressed. That's easier. All right, ¿A dónde fuiste ayer? Where'd you go yesterday? Yo fui al lago. I went to the lake. ¿Cómo fue ese semestre? How was this semester? So el semestre or este semestre fue, just an adjective here. You could put divertido. Maybe you had fun. Maybe it was easy. Maybe it was difícil, difficult. Maybe it seemed long, largo, corto, it was short, something like that. ¿Qué te encanta hacer? What do you love to do? Me encanta. And then we'll put a verb after that. So maybe me encanta jugar videojuegos, I like to play video games. Me encanta leer. Me encanta mirar la televisión. Me encanta escuchar la música. Something like that. And then, ¿qué te interesa? Is what interests you. So, me interesa, I don't know, el fútbol americano. Doesn't have to be a sport, but anything that's interesting to you. All right, so Lección 8, we're looking at some more preterite questions here in comparison. So, first one, ¿qué pidió tu amigo cuando fue al restaurante? Is what did your friend order when he went to the restaurant? So, this is one of those sandal verbs or stem changing verbs in the preterite. Mi amigo pidió, and then just whatever food he ordered, you put that after that. ¿Quién te sirvió comida recientemente? Who served you food recently? This has both preterite and an indirect object pronoun in it. So, let's say mi mamá, my mom, served me food. So put the me first. Me sirvió la comida recientemente. ¿Quién te dio el regalo recientemente? Who gave you a gift recently? So let's say mi mejor amigo, my best friend, me dio un regalo. My best friend gave me a gift. ¿Cuál es el videojuego más divertido? So what's the most fun video game? This is a superlative. So el videojuego más divertido es, we'll go old school, Contra from the Nintendo Entertainment System. ¿Cuál es más interesante, la clase de historia o la clase de matemáticas? So which is more interesting, history or math class? For me, I would probably say la clase de matemáticas es, this is going to be a long answer, but it's pretty simple, más interesante que la clase de historia. So you could just flip the two classes if you think history is more interesting. And the last question, ¿qué es tan divertido como tu deporte favorito? So what's as fun as your favorite sport? All right, so my favorite sport is basketball. So let's say something is as fun as basketball. This is fun as basketball. I like golf. So el golf es tan divertido como el baloncesto. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Cool. All right, we're on Lección 9 now. ¿Qué hiciste anoche? Is what did you do last night? This question, you could use pretty much any verb. Doesn't really matter what you do as long as you say something you did last night. So, anoche, what did I do last night? Yo lavé los platos. I washed the dishes. Or yo jugué videojuegos. Or yo comí mucha comida. I ate a lot of food. Just think about something you did last night and write that. ¿Qué pusiste en tu mochila? What did you put in your backpack? Yo puse mis libros en mi mochila. ¿Qué le dijiste a tu amigo hoy? Is what did you tell your friend today? Or what did you say to your friend today? You need that lay because the lay is referring to him. If you want to keep the yo, that's fine. It would just go right there. So, yo le dije, ¿qué pasa? What's up? So just quote yourself, basically. ¿Qué tuviste como regalo recientemente? Is what did you get as a gift recently? So I'm going to say, yo tuve dinero. I got money. I don't know. ¿Qué pudiste hacer ayer? So what did you try to do yesterday and you were successful in doing? So yo pude arrancar mi bote. I was able to start my boat. Sometimes it doesn't like to start. ¿Qué supiste recientemente? What did you find out recently? So yo supe que, I found out that mi amigo va a visitar a su abuelo. I found out my friend is going to visit his grandfather. On that question, make sure you include that que, because in Spanish you have to say I found out that, and then you can just put the statement over here. And then, ¿dónde estuviste ayer? Where were you yesterday? Yo estuve en el lago. I was at the lake. Okay, so for the first question on lesson 10, I want you to fill in your own sport, so or game of some sort. So, ¿qué te duele cuando juegas? So maybe if I'm you and I like basketball, so I might put baloncesto here. Doesn't have to be a sport though. It could also be a video game or some other game that you play as well. So I'll just put tennis. So what hurts when you play tennis? So I'm going to say me duele el codo, or if it's something plural, Las piernas, make it me duelan, because that verb is like gustar. Let's see, cuando eras niño, ¿qué te gustaba hacer? So when you were a kid, what did you like to do? Me gustaba buscar lagartijas. I liked to look for lizards. ¿Dónde vivías de niño? So I'm going to say, yo vivía en California, or wherever it is you live. You put the city too if you want to. But ¿qué jugabas mucho de niño? What did you play a lot when you were a kid? Let's see, yo jugaba al béisbol mucho. It doesn't have to be a sport. It can be something else too. ¿Qué programa de televisión veías mucho de niño? What program or what TV show did you watch a lot when you were a kid? So, yo veía I don't know, Batman mucho. I watched Batman a lot, the cartoon. And then the last one, ¿qué te gustaba que no te gusta ahora? Is what did you like that you don't like now? Me gustaba jugar al baseball. I liked to play baseball, but maybe I don't like doing that. Okay, those are all the questions. Obviously, you want to make sure you have your own good, unique answers to those questions. If you have questions, let me know, and I'll get back to you. Hasta luego.